I now view every challenge I face as a baseball player as an opportunity to grow as a person and to grow as a man. My family and friends, many of whom are here today, have played a huge role in my life. I think it's extremely important to have a solid support system, have people around you who you can trust, people who believe in you, people who have your best interests at heart, and people you can go to for advice who really are looking out for your best interests. So, being here at the University of Miami really brought that into focus for the first time. It's the first time I've been away from my family, away from my comfort zone of my family, you know, my parents and my brother. And there's so many people here that were truly like family to me. So, you know, Coach Morris is an amazing person. Everybody here can really be like a second family to you. So don't afraid to go to them for advice. Don't afraid to go to them when you're scared. I remember talking to Coach Morris about a lot of personal issues that I had going through college. So use the people here as an opportunity to treat them as family, because they really were family to me while I was here. At the end of the day, I really feel like the most important thing you have in this world is relationships. Beyond everything that's materialistic and superficial, you have relationships with real people. And I met so many amazing people here. There's so many incredible people associated with this program, and I can't thank them enough for everything they've done for me and for everything that they will do for you current players. So don't ever take that for granted, and just remember how important these relationships are, because they're the most important thing you have in this world. So the relationships and bonds that I formed during my time here are probably among my fondest memories. A lot of my best friends today were guys that I played with while I was here. Even you, Bunch. So honestly, you guys are going to make have some amazing relationships with people and have some incredible friendships. And this program really it becomes a family. It really is a family. You spend so much time together. So enjoy and appreciate those relationships. Coach Morris pointed out something earlier that I'm not sure a lot of you knew, but a part of my scholarship here was actually an academic scholarship. As a part of that academic requirement, I had to maintain a 3.0 GPA in order to keep that part of my scholarship. So I always took pride in my academics. I always took school seriously. I always realized how fortunate I was to be getting a free education from an amazing school. And I know sometimes that the academic demands become extremely difficult. You know, all you guys are here playing baseball. I would assume the majority of you, your goal is to make it to the major leagues and be successful. But, you know, the academics here are something that you should always take seriously. You never know if baseball's going to work out. I'm sure you've heard that a million times. But I'm here to attest to the fact that even if baseball does work out, there's a business side as well. You know, I paid attention especially closely in my business management classes and my sports management classes because they interested me. And as a Major League Baseball player, I've had a lot of success, so I've had an opportunity to get involved in some different endorsement and marketing deals. I have my own clothing line. I have a few restaurants I'm opening up in and around the Milwaukee area. I have a line of retail bats and apparel with Sandbat. And I'm actually actively involved in all of these things because I took my academics here seriously. I paid attention, and I think it's important for all you guys to realize that ultimately you're held responsible for everything you do, everything you agree to. Your baseball contract, your marketing endorsement deals, your investment portfolio, all these things ultimately fall in your hands. So take your academics seriously, learn from the classes that interest you, and you know, especially the ones that really interest you, pay special attention to those because they can really benefit you in the future. I also want to talk a little bit about having a vision and being committed and dedicated to this vision. I think it's important to have a goal, to have a vision, to know where you want to get to in life. For me personally, I know my goal coming out of high school was to excel at the major league level. I didn't want to make it to the big leagues. I didn't want to be a first rounder. I wanted to be one of the best players in the world. That was my goal. And it's something that I think about every morning. You know, I wake up every day motivated by this thought, driven by this dream, and I want to be great. And I think everybody needs to have that vision. I don't think anybody should ever accept mediocrity. You know, I think you should strive to be great in everything you do, baseball included. And once you have that vision, you need to commit to it. You know, it's not easy. So this vision, like I said, is something that I still think about every day. You know, my goal is every day when I wake up to be the best baseball player that I could possibly be. I think with this in mind, it's also important to take pride in the journey of trying to get to where you want to be. I think too many times people are just focused on the end result. They think about the goal of where they want to be, but they don't take pride in that journey. And I think it's important to really take pride in taking steps in that direction. You know, if you're a baseball player, you're not going to go straight from college to the big leagues. realize how important it is to get drafted, how fortunate you are to get drafted, and then how difficult it is to go from rookie ball to A ball to double A. You know, take pride in that journey, take pride in those steps, and really enjoy that, because that's something special. So, you know, this process is long and difficult. It's not easy to get to where you want to be, and I think you should recognize that from the beginning, accept that, and like I said, take pride in that journey. So, and don't ever let anybody tell you that you're dreaming too big or that your goals are unattainable. Can't ever be afraid to dream big, man. If you're afraid to dream big, I think you're cheating yourself out of living. So don't ever do that. You know, stay focused on the ultimate goal. Remember, that'll take a lot of commitment and dedication, but it'll be that much more rewarding when you do get there. Something else I tell all my friends, all of my teammates, is that you always want to work as hard as you can at everything you do, because you don't want to look back and have any regret that you could have worked harder. I want to know that I didn't accomplish something because I wasn't good enough, not because I didn't work hard enough. I once heard Jay-Z, who I think is an amazing person, say that the truth needs no explanation. I found this to be just very profound and very deep, and I think what he's referring to is being honest with yourself. You know, look yourself in the mirror every day when you wake up, and know that you're putting your best foot forward. You know, I don't think anybody knows how hard you're working other than yourself. It's real easy to work hard. You know, when strength coaches are working, when we're watching, when Coach Morris is watching, well, look yourself in the mirror every day, because only you know how hard you're working. And if you're honest with yourself, you won't have to explain to anybody else why things didn't go the way that you wanted them to go. You only get one opportunity to do this. You know, you only get one chance. You don't have a chance 5 or 10 years from now to look back and say, I wish I would have partied less. I wish I would have chased girls a little bit less. You know, just go for it, man. Go all in, because you guys really only get one opportunity to get to where you want to be. I encourage all you guys to do that. Now, with that being said, I think I'm not saying not to have any fun. I'm not pretending like I never go out, never party, any of that stuff, because I do. But it's just important to prioritize. You know, pick and choose your spots and know when to do what. I think early on in my career, I was struggling. My agent Ned is here, can attest to this. Sometimes I become overwhelmed. You know, I have a lot of things going on the baseball field. I have a lot of off-the-field commitments. You know, dealing with relationship issues and everything else. And I remember just trying to figure out when to do what. And this is actually a conversation I had with Derek Jeter, and he gave me one of the best pieces of advice I've ever gotten. And he said, be where you're at when you're there. And I think that's something that could benefit all of you guys as you go through college. You know, while you're in class, focus on your academics. While you're on the baseball field, be completely focused on becoming the best baseball player you can be. You know, when you're distracted by all these things that are around you, it just takes away from you becoming as successful as you can possibly be at whatever it is that you're focused on. And as far as the baseball game specifically goes, I think that applies as well. You know, I think whether you're 3 for 3 or 0 for 3, entering that 4th at-bat is irrelevant. You know, you have to be able to put those previous at-bats out of your mind as a hitter. Or as a pitcher, if you walk the last 2 guys, it's irrelevant come that next hitter. You just need to focus on the task at hand. So I think when you focus too much on the past or you think too much about the future, it really prevents you in the moment. So prevents you from living in the moment. So live in the moment, man. Every day, live in the moment, and be where you are when you're there. I want to talk a little bit about perseverance. You know, you guys are going to deal with, like I said earlier, there's going to be failure, there's going to be struggle, and you're going to have to overcome it. I remember sitting down with Coach Morris after my first semester at UM here prior to the start of the 03 season, and I had struggled that first semester. I really struggled, baseball-wise, you know, just adjusting to college. I didn't play well at all. We sat down and we talked, and I remember he asked me where I saw myself at the start of the 03 season. And I don't know what he was expecting me to say, but I told him I'm going to be a starter. And I meant it. I really believed in myself. And I don't know what he thought at the time, but I went home that winter break over that 3-week period. And I worked hard. I worked my butt off. I came back and I proved to him and the rest of the coaching staff that I was ready to be a starter. And you know, I earned that opportunity. I didn't accept the fact that he might have not thought that I was ready, or somebody else might have not thought that I was ready. I was ready to prove to him that I was going to start. And I did.